Well, hello everyone. Here we are, Alfa Giulia, on our way to a kind of a car coffee collecting cars thing this morning. Hey, yeah, things have been happening, car updates and all the rest of it. But anyhow, that's another thing. What I want to do is talk to you today about how this car will ruin you. I'm 3 years in, 22,000 miles. And I've got my little notebook somewhere in amongst all of this crap. There it is, and herein contains the details. Anyway, going to get down the road, going to enjoy the drive there. It's not that far away. And, well, when I get there, I'll tell you all about what 3 years of ownership has cost and how this car has literally ruined me. I'm Ed, this is backroadhero. This is mine favourite actually, into manual. There we go. Let's see where we're at. It's my favourite bit. And that's the legal limit. I'm very fortunate in a way. Mr. Heritage, actually, where this is being held, is literally 15 minutes away from me. I'm sure people have been on the road for a little while coming up and all the rest of it. So, hey, you know what? We'll get ourselves there and get set up. And hey, the exciting bit is you never quite know what you're gonna get. A bit like Forrest Gump and his box of chocolates. Let's see what we've got here today. Hey Siri, play. Turns out I not only have one little black book, I have two little black books. Just as I was going to talk to you, let you know all about it down at Mr. Heritage, I found out I had the wrong black book. Anyway, right, this is the nitty gritty. This is what this car has cost me to run over 3 years, 22,000 miles. Set of front discs, pads all round, were £885, and that did not include the labour. That was the deal that I struck with the place that I bought the car from. I wasn't happy with the front disc wear. It had about 18,000 miles on it, and the front discs could have done with being changed. So the deal we struck was, whilst they weren't an MOT failure as such, I would buy the parts and they would fit them. Apple CarPlay. 2017 cars didn't have Apple CarPlay. In fact, I'm probably glad I got the 2017 and did the upgrade because it's wireless Apple CarPlay. Cost me £318. The later cars, 2018 and onwards, have CarPlay, but it's plugged in only. And the touchscreen cars from 2020 on, again, even the more modern stuff is plugged anyway. So you don't have wireless Apple CarPlay. However, I do. Tyres, full set of tyres. If you haven't seen the video on that, the one mod that you must do is get rid of the Pirelli courses and fit a set of Michelin Pilot Sport 4S. Absolutely superb all round. I've done probably about 6,000 miles in them already in all sorts of weathers. This is a daily driver after all, and I have nothing but praise for it. They're much quieter than the Pirellis, and the grip is kind of, I would say, 85 to 90% there, but it's there from the outset, and it's there in the wet, which you won't get out of the Pirelli courses. So I took it upon myself to buy a service pack for this car. What you're able to, it's called AlfaCare. And for 3 years of servicing, it cost me £649. Now, Alfa UK have subsequently realised that this doesn't cover the cost of servicing. They've upped that considerably, as far as I'm told, as far as the Giulia is concerned. But at the time, it was a 3-year service pack at £649. A 3-year warranty. You get the feeling sometimes, especially with Italian cars, and of which we have had a few. There's a Maserati lurking in the background there, to say the least about that. And it's always nice to kind of dodge a bullet. You feel as if you're driving a ticking time bomb sometimes, but it's proved not to be the case for this particular car. It has let me down a couple of times. We'll get to that in a minute. As far as that was concerned, I really wanted to have peace of mind. RAC warranty, if the car is less than 5 years old, you can put the top tier warranty. It includes wear and tear items. It does not include wiring looms. But most of the stuff that you're really worried about is kind of engine and gearbox, suspension, shocks, etc., like that. And that's all covered within the RAC warranty. That was £1,717. 3 MOTs, 120, so that's £40 a piece. And that kind of covers the kind of day-to-day running costs of the car, £3,225. Breakdowns. No crank, no start. Let me down once whilst I was away in a car park. Thought it was a battery, so we replaced that with a glass mat battery, £282. It's one of the best ones you can get, a Varta. And that went in, and I thought it solved the problem until it let me down again. Turns out it was the start relay, and there's another video up there about it. The relay cost me £27. That was an easy fix. I did it myself. I was between warranties at that point, so that really kind of encouraged me, firstly, to go and get one, and secondly, maybe, you know, better off letting Alfa fix the car rather than me. The gearbox issue. Second time it let me down. There's another video. My Alfa is toast again. Hottest day of the year. The wiring loom expanded. Broke a wire, the positive feed to the gearbox. It had no lights in the actual gear knob itself, the gear selector itself. And I was able to then, or I had to, disengage the gearbox, put it in neutral. I was lucky I have a car transporter for the race car. Got that on there, got it to Alfa for them to have a look. I suppose I could have got the RAC to do it, but at the end of the day, I really wanted to take care of that myself. Make sure it was done right, make sure the alloys, etc., weren't damaged. That's when I discovered my RAC warranty did not cover wiring, but it was diagnosed and solved within a couple of hours, and all at the cost of £432. So in total, breakdowns have cost me £741. It could have been much worse than that. There was a little mark, car park rash, front right hand wing on this, repaired excellently, actually Paintless Dent repair. That was £234. So all in all, not including insurance and fuel, the car has cost me £5,403 over 3 years and 22,000 miles. Don't know whether that was a shock to you or not, or whether that's par for the course. To be honest, it's a high performance car. The service intervals aren't that far apart, than 9,000 miles. And for me, you know what, less than £2 a year to keep it all running. And to add to that, I've got 2 more services, and I've got a warranty for another 2.5 years for peace of mind. So maybe it's not that expensive after all. You take away the cost of the warranty at £1,700. You take away the service pack at £650, and it's £3,200 of that £5,400. So we're looking at £2,200, essentially outside of those. £2,200 for 3 years, just a little over £700 a year. You know what? For the performance and what you're getting out of this car, it's absolutely perfect. That's Tootsie, come to see me. She's crawled under the gates, but anyway, you having a nice day? That's good. Right, so all in all, why am I telling you that this car has ruined me? Well, it's not financial. I've advertised this car a couple of times over the last 3 years, thinking I'll get out of it now whilst I can for almost what I paid for the car. My issue is, and what it's ruins me for, is anything else. There's nothing that I can think that will replace this car. I've looked at Alpine A110s, I've looked at M3s, M4s. I've even thought of an M5, but there's nothing dynamically. The front end on this is razor sharp. There's nothing drives like it, there's nothing goes like it. I was tempted to combine the Range Rover and the Alfa into something like a Stelvio Quadrifoglio perhaps, or something that would be multi-purpose and do a bit of occasional towing, because I also need a tow car. I was going to sell this, I was going to sell the Range Rover and combine them into the two. What I've actually decided to do, keep the Range Rover, pay the odd £12.50 for the ULEZ as and when, keep the Alfa and enjoy it. So, whilst the Alfa at the moment has not ruined me financially, I'm stuck with it. But in fairness, it's not a bad car to be stuck with. So thanks for reaching this far. Thanks for the thumbs up and the support that you've been giving me. And we'll see you for the next one. All the best now. Bye-bye.